Tonight we continue our States of Addiction series. While handing out packed lunches and offering a prayer, one Huntington man says he talks to the streets.
His goal is to help rid the tri-state of addiction. 13 News reporter Thorn went along for a ride in the Heroin Hearse.
Dwayne Woods drives a hearse around Huntington most days, but his car is not carrying coffins. It's driving home a message. Etched on the side, it reads, "Inject heroin, reject life."
If we choose to do nothing about it, it's going to remain here and it's going to continue to grow. There's people out there that are trapped in this that need help.
This is another part of addiction.
For those that don't get to see the Heroin Hearse in person, Dwayne goes to Facebook, broadcasting a live look into the world of addiction. In one video, Dwayne shows the deplorable conditions of a home where needles and garbage are scattered across the floor.
And this is how they live. This is where they sleep. Whether you call it a disease or what you want to label it, this is reality, my friends.
Dwayne took me to a homeless encampment in an undisclosed area of Huntington. We found torn up blankets, tents, old bottles, and needles.
Pictures pretty much speak for themselves, you know. There's trash here, there's clothing here, there's bedding here, there's a tent over there. In this bottle is a couple rigs and a cracked stem that we picked up. Over here we have a breathing apparatus. That pretty much tells me that EMS may have been down here at one point in time. There could be many of us one paycheck away from being in this same spot. This is addiction, without a doubt.
A few weeks ago, a massive bust in Huntington targeted more than 90 people, signaling hope in the fight against the epidemic. Dwayne struggled to celebrate because after 15 months, his self-funded program was in jeopardy.
It's had its ups and downs, you know.
The back of the hearse reads, "Heroin kills," and it asks the question, is this your last ride? Well, just days before the massive bust, Dwayne announced the Heroin Hearse may be nearing its last ride.
This old beast will keep up with traffic until we hit a hill, then we're done.
However, Dwayne says with some help from others, the project found its way back and brought them back to their roots, the work on the streets. On this day, we drove around searching for people who might be hungry or suffering.
This is fruit for your name. And God, as He remembers that His ministry is grounded in you and that you're the Father of all blessings, God, that you would bless him. Amen.
New Beginnings Church of God in Canova donated several food bags.
Right on, brother.
Dwayne handed out a handful along our ride. The sounds helped to get someone's attention.
Got one. That one's live.
He also took me to clean up rigs, a street name for syringes.
These are not health department rigs, syringes.
He dropped off several at the Campbell Huntington Health Department earlier in the day. Dwayne says his work continues for the next generation, especially for his son Brandon and his daughter Victoria.
The Heroin Hearse family is not all by blood, but it's by bond. And we all have one common goal, and that's a preservation of life for us all, and to see that these children have a future. That's why we're on the streets.
In Huntington, Thorn, 13 News, working for you.
What a visual sight there, huh? Well, the Heroin Hearse has since moved its home base to South Point, Ohio. However, the work continues on the streets of Huntington and everywhere else they travel.